Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a hooked mermaid look. So that color I just dipped into was from the Morphe palette. I don't know which one. I'm not a beauty guru. It's one of the palettes from Morphe and it's just like a light blue sheer kind of color. That's going to be our base. And as you can tell, I've already done my foundation and I didn't go too crazy with it, just because I knew that I was going to be using a lot of pigment on my face, so it wasn't really necessary. Also, I didn't want the makeup caking up, so I did a thin layer of foundation, and as you can see, I put my eyebrows on using some blue eyeshadow from that same Morphe palette. Now I'm going in with some Ofra highlighter. That highlighter is so pretty, you guys. I've had it forever. I got it from Ipsy a long time ago, and it's lasted so long. Alright guys, now for the mermaid fish scales, we're going to be using some fishnet pantyhose. So we're just going to cut the foot out and then make like a small piece to go over our head. As you can see, I know it looks really silly, but trust me, it works. If you've ever seen those mermaid fish scales that girls do, this is how they do them. And make sure when you apply your eyeshadow or whatever you're using, I'm using eyeshadow from that same Morphe palette. There's like 4 different tones of blues that I'm just going back and forth with. Make sure that you're more like dabbing or like stippling, I guess would be the word, rather than blending and smearing, because it will mess up the stencil. Yeah, so these are the eyeshadows that I'm using. I'll link in the description below all of the palettes and things like that in case you guys are wondering. I just don't know off the top of my head right now. Alright, so what I'm doing is kind of like a contour with the eyeshadow. I am going darker around my hairline and then lighter as the center of my face. In the center of my face. And as you can see, it works really well. So yeah, we have some pretty cool little mermaid fish scales that we just made super duper easy, but they look really, really, really cool and like complicated, but they're not. So now I'm just going in with some contour. I'm doing just a blue eyeshadow and just carving out my cheekbones. And blend and blend and blend and blend and blend some more. And then when you think you're done blending, blend some more. And then as you can see, I just buff it out a little bit with a big fluffy brush that doesn't have any product on it, just to kind of diffuse it. And yes, I am biting down on the pantyhose. As you can see, it just holds it in place, so it's easier that way. I mean, you try to hold those things with 2 hands and then do your makeup, you can't. You either have to have someone else do it for you, or you gotta use your mouth, girl. Use that mouth, girl. Don't like you ever used that mouth before. Oh my god, I'm gonna get demonetized before I ever even make anything off this channel. Alright, going in with a white shimmery color, same Morphe palette. I'm just highlighting my brow bone and like the inner corners of my eyes. We're supposed to be a mermaid, so I'm going for a really luminous, shiny, mystical look here. So lots of highlighter, lots of really sheer, bright eyeshadows. Alright, now I'm just going underneath my eyes with that blue color from the Morphe palette. And no, I did not color my hair to match this tutorial. I colored my hair like that because I like it like that. It just so happened to match. My nails I did on purpose. Alright, so now I'm going in and just filling in my crease with one of those darker blue shades from the Morphe palette. Just blending that in and then bringing it out pretty far. I want a really drastic look here. So I'm really bringing that wing out super far, all the way to those fish scales, but not actually blending over the scales because I don't want to mess them up. And then going in with an even darker color. As you guys probably already know, it's all about layers and layers and layers. The more gradient it'll look, the more like natural and diffused it will look if you build up your eyeshadow with layers. So I'm going in with a smaller brush, kind of more defined, like precision brush, I guess you could say. I don't know, guys. I'm not a beauty guru. I love doing this kind of makeup and stuff, but you won't be seeing any makeup tutorials from me that are not costume or Halloween related. So yeah, I don't know. The pointier brush. Going in and just creating some drastic detail around my eyes. And I'm just kind of winging it. I'm not really using like a reference photo or anything. I did end up not liking the inner corners as much as I thought, so I kind of erased it a little bit with a Q-tip to kind of like make it not look as harsh, because I felt like I started to look like Gene Simmons. And if you don't know who Gene Simmons is, then I don't know what to tell you, girl. Ask your mama or your daddy. They probably know. And going in with some more blue eyeshadow just to really smoke out my lids. So we've got like 3 different purples on here, or I'm sorry, 3 different blues. And then going in underneath with some purple from the same Morphe palette. And I'm really just, like I said, winging it, you guys. Yeah, so blending that out, using my Q-tip to kind of erase the eyeshadow in the middle so I can go back in with some white. So that's what I'm doing there. I went in with some white. Now we're just gonna blend it out, make it nice and smooth. To be honest with you guys, this is not my best eyeshadow by any means. I'm not very proud of it. I know I can do way better, but I was actually battling a headache when I was doing this, so if it seems a little crappy, yeah, that's why. The rest of the makeup came out super good, but my eyeshadow I was struggling with, and I can sit there and blend and blend and blend for days. I never know when to quit, so yeah. I had to force myself to stop like 3 times. I'm just going in here with that same light blue eyeshadow and contouring out my jawbone. And then using a fan brush, I'm just going to kind of use that to clean up the cut, I guess you could say. Oh, and here's Nene. He decided to pop in and give me a kiss. He's so cute. And I'm bringing that color all the way down to my neck and chest. Now, if you want, guys, you can use those pantyhose and you can do those scales on your chest and everything, which if I was going out and stuff, I would. Yeah, and I'm sucking it in, as you can tell, to try to get my collarbones to pop out, because they don't pop out because the girl likes to eat, very well fed. COVID-19, you know, the gym's being shut down. You know, we got a little thick, but that's okay. And then I'm going in with some highlighter, just kind of buffing it out. But yeah, I would have done the fish scales on my chest if I was like going out to a party, and if my head wasn't pounding in this video, I would have been down to sit there and do it. But no, sorry. So now I'm just highlighting my nose and lips, and then with a little bit of that blue eyeshadow going in and contouring my nose. Again, I always go back to the eyeshadow. You will see me go back to it so many times. It's ridiculous. Alright guys, now going in with some liquid latex. Honestly, this stuff was cheap. I got it from the costume store. You don't need anything fancy for this. You're going to just apply it directly to your skin in a thin layer, and then that right there is a piece of paper towel. So you're going to put the paper towel over the latex, and then put some more latex over it, and then keep building, building, building. Then you take your fish hook, and then you take another piece of paper towel and apply that over. So that kind of holds it up onto your face. And then you just keep using the latex to build and build and build. This is a real fish hook, you guys. I have them around my house because Nate and I love fishing. If you don't have one, you can just get one at like Walmart or any like sporting goods store. This is a big fish hook, and yeah, be careful because it is pointy. If you want to file it down, like if you're going out or something and you don't want to like get hammered and have a pointy fish hook, then you can file the tip down. And now I'm just going over the latex and the paper towel with some browns and some reddish colors to give it kind of like a woundy look, like a scab, if you will. We done got hooked, girl. Alright, now this bloody scab stuff I also got from the costume store, very inexpensive. That stuff was the bomb. It was really easy to work with and it was super thick. If you're gonna do something like this, you need something thick and not super runny because it's just gonna drip down your face and you're not gonna get the effect you want. And again, with the same thing with like building your eyeshadow. Oh yeah, this was a good song, sorry guys. You wanna just build and build and build, and the more layers that you do, the more realistic it's gonna look. And then I'm going in with that chunky blood, and that stuff is like, dude, that's some thick daddy stuff right there. Blending out that eyeshadow and the blood and just kind of playing around with it until I get the effect that I want. And then going with that chunky blood, I'm gonna build up, oh yeah, psych. I'm gonna build up some really thick, chunky looking wound. Like, we got an infection, girl. We need a shot of penicillin. We ain't doing too good. Alright, so now that our bloody fish hook is done, we're moving on to lips. Now, as you'll see, I popped that first color on and I did not like it. It didn't look good. I thought it was darker. And so I decided, you know what, screw it. We're gonna go black. This is a darker look. I'm going for, honestly, more of like a siren look than like your classic, like, you know, cute little mermaid. I wanted it to look a little darker, so that's why I went with a black lipstick. And then I'm gonna go back to my eyeshadow one last time, I think. I might do it again. And I'm just kind of lining my eyes with a really thin eyeliner angled brush and just giving a little bit more definition to my eyeshadow and a little bit of a darker look. And then going back in with that Ofra highlighter, I am just highlighting the other areas of my skin, popping on some mascara, and some white eyeliner. I just feel like the white made it pop so much more than the black would. And with the style of eyeshadow that we did, I feel like the black wouldn't have looked right. And I do have my lashes done, so that's why I'm not applying mascara or falsies. And yeah, there you go, guys. There is the finished look. You're a hooked mermaid. You got snatched by some fisherman. Who knows what he's gonna do with you. And I just threw this wig on. This is actually my first time wearing a wig, so yeah. I thought it matched. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you guys, and happy Halloween. If you guys wouldn't mind, I would super appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.